Hey everybody, happy Friday. Great job to everybody on the test from the other day. Most people did very, very good. See, this virtual school thing ain't too bad. Again, continue to reach out to me, guys, for any help. Best way to reach out to me is through Remind. You can reach me through email, but it's just better for us to communicate. We can send messages quicker back and forth if you use Remind. I think I finally have everybody on Remind now, so that's good. But anyway, our next topic is going to be, we're going to be doing the conic sections. The conic sections are three shapes: ellipses, hyperbolas, and parabolas. Today we're going to focus just on the ellipses. All right, so just like lines have equations, parabolas have equations, circles have equations, ellipses also have equations. These are four different ways an ellipse can be written. First one, x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared is equal to 1. Or x squared over b squared plus y squared over a squared is equal to 1. So these are basically the same thing, but the a squared and b squared are flipped. Here the a squared is under the x, here the a squared is under the y. Where the a squared is tells us if it's a horizontal ellipse, meaning it's longer horizontally, or if the a squared is under the y, it's a vertical ellipse, meaning that it's longer vertically. All right, a is always greater than b. A is always greater than b. So if the bigger number is under the x, it's a horizontal ellipse, meaning the vertices are to the left and right of the center. The co-vertices are above and below the center. If the larger number is under the y, the vertices now are above and below, and the co-vertices are left and right of the center. Again, a is always greater than b. So the bigger number tells you horizontal or vertical ellipse. Now, what do a and b stand for? A, that variable a, stands for the distance from the center to the vertices. So from C to the V's, from C to V and C to V this way, is a units. B is the distance from the center to the co-vertices. So from C to this co-vertice and from C to that co-vertice is a distance of B units. All right? Again, A is always greater than B. When the ellipse equation looks like this, where there's nothing next to the x and y, it's just x squared and y squared in the numerator, the center is the origin. The center is the origin. The center is 0, 0. All right? But now the equations could look something like this. This is when the center is not the origin. If the center is moved or the ellipse is translated somewhere else in the coordinate plane, and the center is not the origin. Here, the center is h comma k. H comma k. Again, when the larger number is under the x, it's horizontal. When the larger number is under the y, it's vertical. So once we do a few examples, this will make more sense. Here's our first example. X squared over 9 plus y squared over 4 is equal to 1. So this is an ellipse, and I want to find the center, the vertices, and the co-vertices. So there's nothing next to the x. H and k are both 0, right? This equation looks like this one right here. So the center is the origin. So that's pretty easy. So right here, what's the center? The center is the origin. Now I want to know where the vertices are. Well, to get the vertices, I need to know the value of a. So a squared is always the larger number. 9 is a squared. A squared is equal to 9. Well, if a squared is equal to 9, that makes a 3. So that means that the vertices are 3 units away from this center. So if I make a little sketch here, if this is my center, and this is a horizontal ellipse because the larger number's under the x, and the vertices are 3 units left and right, that means one vertice is here, and one vertice is here. So my vertices are 3, 0, and negative 3, 0. Now I want to know where my co-vertices are. Well, that's where I need the b variable. 4 is b squared. B squared is equal to 4. That makes b2. So again, b is the distance from the center to the co-vertices. So the co-vertices are 2 units above and 2 units below the center. So my co-vertices are at 0, 2 and 0, -2. So if I wanted to make a sketch of this ellipse, it would look like this. There's my ellipse. Centered at the origin, vertices, V for vertices, are 3 units away from the center. The co-vertices are 2 units away from the center. And again, it's a horizontal ellipse, meaning it's a more longer horizontal, because the larger number 9 was under the X.